Namaskar, brothers and sisters. The real knowledge is knowing oneself. You know, there are certain defective philosophies in the world which maintain that the material world, matter, is everything. When matter is everything, then matter becomes the goal of life. And human existence, human consciousness, will become like earth and stone. Karl Marx preached that defective philosophy. You should keep your mind free from the bindings and fetters of such a defective philosophy because it's anti-human, morally anti-human. It is most determinal to human existence and human development. Spirituality is not an utopian ideal, but a practical philosophy which can be practiced and realized in everyday life. Spirituality stands for evolution and elevation, not for superstition or pessimism. All divisive tendencies and groups are clan philosophies which create shackles of narrow-mindedness, are not connected with spirituality and should be discouraged. Only that which leads to broadness of vision should be accepted. Spirituality does not recognize any unnatural distinctions and differentiations made between human beings. It stands for universality. Spirituality knows no occupational barriers. It's universal. It is transcendental. It is not reserved for black people or white people or rich or poor. It is divine gift of God to all of His children. Spirituality, Dharma, is all-embracing. It is the birthright of all people. Sri Sri Anandamurti. Today I got really inspired, brothers and sisters, to make this video because I have a lot of things on my mind and I encourage everybody to express himself or herself any way possible and to speak your truth and share it with everybody. Use this technology for good. Last night I had very inspiring conversation with a Native American Indian man, and we discussed a little bit the situation in the world, politics, which is not my favorite subject, but some things are really happening which cannot be ignored, and people just like me have deep need to express themselves, to share their opinions with others, and that's really good. That's really nice when people get together fighting for the same cause. He's concerned about situation in America, but everywhere is the same problem. The Russians are gathering on the border. They're preparing attack, invasion of Ukraine. There are some ships in American offshore, in American harbors, which are not clear what they are doing for so long. Chinese ships. They are doing what they are doing for so long there. They are not disloading any goods. It's all lie. There are suspicion that those ships in those containers carry some military supplies. Some people said some Chinese soldiers have been seen living in those containers. They're housing the soldiers there, and strange things are happening. The dark occult is pushing for war in all forms. If it's gonna be conventional war in some part of the world, will be civil unrest. We are at war. I agree with my brother from the United States, the Indian warrior, that we are at war. In the first place, that's a spiritual war. And then it's psychological and chemical warfare as well. And some people live in denial based on fear. They live for too long comfortable life, secure life. And for them it's very difficult to face the truth, the reality. They lived for too long in a false democracy. And we should be free like this cat. And it's shocking for them now to see these changes in the world which are happening so quickly. And they are confused. They want to keep their heads buried in the sand. It won't help. Like Sri Sri Anandamurti said, spirituality is a gift for us, and we are born with that gift, and that's the way out, the only way out. Trust in God, trust in that supreme power of love. People can call it different way. They can call it God, Parama Purusha, supreme consciousness, supreme nucleus, creator, Vakantanka. It doesn't really matter. We are talking about the same thing. And we can never lose trust in that supreme consciousness, the cosmic consciousness which we are part of. That's our power. And it will prevail against this narrative, evil agenda, black magic, we can call it, which is happening in the world. The love and truth and morality will definitely prevail. It's a matter of time. So he said that he is concerned about the situation in America, what those ships are doing. They are pushing disarmament of the people. That's a new step. We could expect that in their agenda to bring chaos in the world. Ordo ab chao. They are going step by step. First was false pandemic, bringing more fear now with the new moves, should we say like that, new steps in their plan. But people should not be scared, should not fear death, because the death doesn't exist. It's just an illusion. And they play that card, you know. The people get scared and obey. He's not certain how military people will act. I told him not to worry too much. We know that boot camp cult, the members of that cult, which are military and police, they are very much brainwashed. But not all of them. Not all of them. Many people among them are patriots. They believe in their constitution. They believe in freedom. They will rebel. And if the government in the United States decides to push people against military against the people, try to disarm them or implement that shot in the shoulder by force, many of them will rebel. It always happens in any war. People switch sides. You can't control all the people. It doesn't matter what they do. And I said, the freedom fighters, they have much bigger morality. Morally, they are stronger. They have a bigger moral. It's not the same if people fight for freedom and the people who fight for paycheck. The ones who decide to obey the dark occult and turn against their own people, they will be quickly demoralized. Plus also, personally, I think another factor will be crucial. The fact that many of them are vaxxed, and people are getting sick of that. It's becoming every day more and more difficult to hide that truth. And will be definitely a big mess, I said, for sure, everywhere. These guys are not aware in which how terrible situation they are brought in, they are put in, and they have families, they have children. They will realize very quickly the dark occult is fooling them, many of them, and that's why these psychopaths are rushing so much. The time is working against them. And they are desperate. Their narrative is It's not working, really. I met some guys here in my village yesterday. I talked to them. They didn't take the shot. Very few people actually are having that, at least in this country. I don't believe maybe maximum more than 30%. Swallow that narrative. Swallow that terrible story that it will help them. And definitely the narrative is falling, is crumbling. So the concerns of this guy are very real, because they're gonna push another agenda. And that agenda is called, new step is called war. But let's see if the universe will permit that. Actually, nothing is 100% certain. Nothing is for sure. If you work against God, if you work against natural law, it's not really easy task for them to prevail, to achieve their goals. It's not an easy task. They can try, and they are trying. They want to bring Chinese democracy in the whole world. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you very much, but no. Keep your democracy for yourself. We don't need it. We definitely don't need Chinese democracy. Now we know that communism and fascism is the same thing, just called differently, disguised in different suits, different colors. the same coin, two sides of the same coin. The same like politics, the parties, Democrats and Republicans, and Labour and Conservatives, and they're all the time talking about Pepsi-Cola and Coca-Cola. It's the same with ideologies. Sri Anandamurti said that all these things which are ending with ism, nationalism, capitalism, socialism, communism, will collapse. The only true philosophy and science is spirituality, is trust in God. And I said, however you want to call him, it doesn't really matter. There is only one supreme power, and it will prevail. Definitely will prevail. It's winter time. Spring is coming soon. We should be definitely optimistic. This year will bring a lot of change. I think it's going to be a good year. People are waking up. despite despite all these troubles, bloody protests in Greece, people attacking police with Molotov cocktails. There are lots of civil unrest here in Eastern Europe as well. People just don't want to accept all these lies. They are fed up. I'm fed up. Everybody's fed up with this crap. And we must fight united, definitely. And use these social media platforms. I'm using YouTube, making comments and discussing with people, following some good sites, good people. I met this American Indian man yesterday on a site of one Norwegian guy, Bull Hansen. I call him Mr. Viking. He has a lot of followers. He's really very good man, good warrior, proper Viking. And people like him and many others. And here in this country as well, people making their videos. They are good YouTubers. They are really fighting back, not giving up, using this YouTube channels to spread the truth, to encourage the others to speak their truth out, to share. It's a need. It's not about being important or being clever. It's not about showing off. It's not about ego. It's just a deep need that some people have inside of them, and I'm one of them, to express themselves and to share the hope, to share the love, to share information. And we will continue doing it. Definitely, yes. We will continue to fight to the end. And we will win. Nobody can stop us. Definitely lies cannot stop us, and fear. Definitely not. So brothers and sisters, I wish you all the best. I send Ananda to all of you. All my love to each of you. Keep on fighting. Keep on resisting. Hold the line. We are God's children. We are Baba's children. And He looks after us. Every moment, every day, every second, every minute. So the supreme power is on our side, and nobody can change that. No false agendas and evil plans will work out. Definitely not. Definitely not. So stay strong. Stay calm. Don't be stupidly brave. We are at war. But that's the destiny. That's the moment in history of humanity we got into. So we have to be clever. We have to know how to fight back, how to proceed. We have to practice guerrilla tactics, decoy. Don't confront them openly. Never. Stay in shadow and do your work. Turn to spirituality. Use mantras. Baba Nam Kevalam, I recommend. Gives great protection. Try it. Baba Nam Kevalam. Love is all there is. El amor es todo lo que hay. So brothers and sisters, that's all for today. So subscribe to my channel, support me. Please. It means a lot to me. I feel that energy from the people who are watching this. Energy, good vibrations don't have barriers. It doesn't matter how it's released, how it's shared. It doesn't matter, it's there. You can feel energies from the people thousands of kilometers far away. Yesterday was proof of that, and I was talking to the Native American Indian. That energy nobody can stop. So brothers and sisters, I wish you all the best. Stay strong. I love you all. Namaskar.